Welcome to Typewriter Minutes. In our last video, we show you how the Swedes do things a little differently and showcase this beautiful typer called the Facit TP1. As a quick follow-up to that, we went to our nearest IKEA store, which is about 30 minutes away, and got some typewriter supplies. Today, we thought we'd show you what they are and why they're useful.
So the first thing, I needed a new Lazy Susan turntable because I like to use this when I'm working on the machines. I got this one probably about 6 months ago off Amazon, and I liked it for about a month, and then it just started getting really hard to turn, and it has these little rubber things in there that started to squish and come out. So now when I'm working on typewriters, the bottom part turns when you try to turn the top, so we needed a replacement. So they have a turntable at IKEA that's made out of solid birch, and it's $9.99. It has a little rubber boot on the bottom here to keep it steady. And what we did was we bought, in addition to the turntable, these little placemats that are about the same diameter, 15 inches. I glued one on last night, and we're gonna try it out and see how they work. One thing I noticed is that this turntable has a little bit of play on it, so it's not quite as sturdy, but for 95% of the stuff that I'm doing on here, I think it'll still work just fine. And the reason I wanted to get something like this, and this is made of, I don't know, like a squishy foam rubber. I like to be able to set the machines up on their back and not have to worry about scratching it. So gluing it on there gives it a little bit of a cushion so that you can work on the underside and just tip it up on its back and then back down. Whee! Final note, the maximum weight for the IKEA Lazy Susan is 26 pounds, so that'll work fine for portable typewriters. If you're working on a big desktop or standard typewriter, it's gonna be too heavy. And Lazy Susans may not be your thing. You might not enjoy working on one of these when you're working on typewriters, but I kinda like it. And I'll report back after I've used this for a while and let you know how it works out, or if I'm gonna have to find a better version of this. It could be just the brand that I got that doesn't work well. Alton Gansky has his Typewriter Tuesday series, which I highly recommend on YouTube. He has one that looks similar to this, and it looks like it glides really smoothly. So there might be a better version out there. I just haven't found it yet. Thought I would try the $10 version at IKEA. So stay tuned, we'll let you know how it turns out.
Next, we'd like to show you some little pads to put your supplies on when you're working.
So this, we showed in our Webster video. You can buy rolls of this at IKEA in the kitchen department. It comes in a roll for like, I don't know, $3 or $4, and there's a lot of it. This is just a little piece that we cut out. You can cut it to size, and it works really well for a typewriter pad, especially on the go. You can roll them up, put them in your typewriter suitcase, take it with you, and you have something that keeps the typewriter pretty firmly planted when you're doing some typing. The other thing this roll-up pad is useful for is a workspace protector. It's too hot in Texas here in the summer to work in my garage.
As you probably know from experience.
Even in the evenings, it's just too hot, so I set up a space on my desk in the office, and you can cut out a nice big piece of this to protect your desk. Cleans up nicely, so it does double duty as a typing pad and as a workspace protector. We also got at IKEA
these cork pads.
They come in packs of 4 for $4.99, so for $1.25 a piece. These are also really nice typewriter pads that stay very firmly planted with the typewriter on them, and they look nice. I don't know if you try to cut them to size for traveling, I don't know if they'll start to crumble then, but at least for home use, they look nice. They keep it firmly planted and has a little bit of sound deadening properties to it. I'm a little bit hard of hearing, so that's not as important to me, but it's maybe deadens a little bit of the sound compared to the rubber roll-up pad.
We didn't buy these things, but here are some other IKEA products that you might want to consider buying. There's the Kallax shelf unit that comes in different colors and sizes for displaying typewriters, the Fabricor glass door cabinet for fancy schmancy typers, the Svartisen laptop stand for small typewriters, and the Barada laptop support for couch or bedtime typing. And if you're working in the dark, you get a lamp, problem solved.
One thing I discovered when I moved the shop inside is that the lighting in my office is not very well for working on typewriters. And I've been wearing one of these, which you strap to my head, and it works fine, but it gets kind of old having it on your head. So we found one of these at IKEA. They're also $9.99. It has a solid chunk of metal underneath the plastic cover, so it's nice and heavy. And they give you a little foam piece to put on the bottom, so it has cushion on the bottom. And you can adjust it really easily to get wherever you need to on the typewriter. Let me plug it in real quick.
The cord stretches out nice and long.
And it has a little on-off switch that you can see here that just toggles on and off. It's daytime, so you can't see the light very well, but it has a nice LED light. So I think this will come in handy, so I don't have to wear the headband flashlight. And again, it's only $9.90-something.
And by the way, if you like reading at nighttime, I highly recommend getting the clippable versions of these. So you can attach it to your bed, turn it on, you can see in the dark, and look at your book without getting your eyes ruined. Here's the box in case you didn't see it before.
So it's in a white box, it's in the lighting section, $9.99, I think.
That's all for now on Typewriter Minutes. Be sure to share, link, like, subscribe, and be sure to support your local IKEA store. Bye!